quiet lately. Just kind of want to give you a heads up. Yeah, what to look forward to. I'm on a trauma healing journey. It was something that was made known to me. I needed to keep diving deeper. And I wish you all the same, because it's not until you chip away at that which we've avoided that you can experience freedom. I mean, let's get real. We are brought up in a society of shame and self-hate. And you're not going to get my whole story or my whole message by watching one video, FYI. So, it's a lot of years. And lots of crazy stuff. And I came out the other end through the bulk of it, but there is still a few things that I never really got to address. I wish you all the same. You have two choices, and this is great. I was talking with one of my favorite people recently. He's 80 years old. Oh man, he's just, I love him. Sweetest, cutest little guy ever. Just, okay, and we started talking about what I was doing. He's like, oh, you're going on a vacation. I'm like, well, let me explain. It's not all fun and games, so, I need to go face and deal with a few traumas that I have not had the proper time to address. And he's like, I never met anyone that wants to go and face their fears and, what's up with that? And so we started talking, and then he realized, or he shared with me, that it wasn't until his 60s where he realized that that was where it was at. Like, he made it through life, a beautiful, successful, good person, but still had things that he had never addressed, stemming all the way back to childhood. And, he just did what society told him he's supposed to do, right? Just fuck it up and sweep it under the rug and move forward. And yeah, we should always move forward. But sometimes that moving forward is in addressing what you did sweep under the rug, or what society shamed or blamed you. Let's get real. Anytime somebody goes through a real awakening, you lose your friends and family. Why? Because they don't know you anymore, and they don't want to know you because they believe you are certifiably crazy. You start questioning things that they think are totally normal. The system, every single thing about this illusory world that we live in. Yeah. There's very few that can awaken and still have that same core group, family there, because, even as much as you think your family loves you, and in many cases as much as they actually do, they're only capable of going as far as they went. So if they weren't the ones to break the chains in your family lineage, and you decide that that's what you want, they're not going to understand. And to truly break free, you're going to have to leave the gatekeepers, the people that want to keep you in the world of familiarity. You're going to have to walk away. If they accept where you're at, awesome. But if they don't and want to shame you and criticize and threaten you with being locked up and all these other wonderful things that people who love you so much do, think about it. It's not strangers usually calling to have you locked up, right? It's your so-called loved ones. It's your so-called loved ones calling the cops on you and having you hogtied. Yeah, think about that. go into some places, and people are asking like, oh, are you gonna tell us? Are you gonna share it? Is it gonna be like your last trauma healing journey? And I don't know. I feel like I want to tell stories and stuff, which again is impossible to put together in one video, 2 videos, or 5 videos. And really the way I'm looking at all this is just chapters for the books. Just audio versions for when that time fast approaches. Yeah, so whatever. I share these parts of my journey because I want the rest of you to know that you can step out of that prison. It's not healthy, living proof. It's not healthy, living proof, right? So let's just do it. Dude, you've made it this far. You made it through all the crazy shit you have already. So now what, right? Now you have to face yourself, your darkest parts, your most decrepit skeletons, or whatever, things that were too painful to talk about, to address, to share. Why couldn't you share them? Because you were shamed and blamed and told to shut the fuck up and don't cry about this and don't feel like that. Oh, are you okay? You need a little pill. Oh, let me hog tie you and have your fucking doors beat down for your own good, so you can just learn to get over that trauma that you are not allowed to feel and grieve. Speaking of grieving, oh, Christie, you're so healthy. Why do you smoke? And I've already talked about natural tobacco, growing your own, blah blah blah. I don't need to go there. I'm gonna get down to the nitty gritty though, which I've also, I don't know, shows and shit in the past, and even all my work and all that stuff being erased. That's fucking traumatizing. I gotta deal with that, but why do we smoke? I know I am not condoning or advocating cigarettes or any of that stuff, chemicals, this and that. Yes, tobacco used to be used to cure cancer. Nicotine, named after Francis Jean Nicot, the equivalent of like the French president in the 1400s, who was curing cancer, and Walter Reed, Army medic. Anyways, blah blah blah. Yes, cigarettes have 4,000 chemicals in it. They suck. Tobacco. Ask the natives of every single generation and village and country everywhere about their spiritual and medicinal benefits. I'm going to leave it at that. But let's get to the core level. Speaking of trauma, why do we do this? Grief, trauma, it's in our lungs. It feels comfortable. It's what we know. People with suppressed grief, suppressed crying, suppressed emotions, not allowed to feel whatever. This is what we reach for. Don't believe me? Are you reaching for one right now? Or whenever you do, ask yourself, gently notice, what are you thinking at that time? When I became aware of this is actually in Salt Lake City around 2000 or somewhere around there. And dude told me this, and I'm just like, whatever. And I thought about it, and I realized that every time I did this, I actually wanted to say something, but I knew I would get beat up or shamed or whatever, so I didn't, so I smoked. And when I realized that, I'm like, well, fuck that, I gotta quit. Which, technically, I stopped. I stopped smoking commercial. They were the cigarillos. And yeah, it wasn't until I got to Branson where I started growing my own. And I wasn't like a heavy smoker because I was still dealing with the shame and trauma that it was. Well, okay, so I grew up with it, and that's when you could smoke in planes and department stores and cars with closed windows, and I had asthma and stuff as a kid, and I just felt like I course, I hated that. I hated smokers. They're doing, you know, this and that. Live a few lifetimes and see what's going on. It's the grief, it's the trauma. So, if you do choose to smoke, to deal with that or whatever, then please choose something more healthful. Yeah, so I've got a lot of fucking trauma. I'm probably going to be chain smoking, maybe. We'll see. I don't roll and drive. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice icy mountains. It's great road conditions, nice and clear. Dry roads. It is like 33. And yeah, but blue skies. So Mr. Blue Sky. That was one of the songs in my playlist in Soul Journeys Radio. That was, yeah. I'm done talking. I wanted to give a short heads up, but as always, I blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I'm like, don't listen. I'm doing it for me. I'm sharing it with others again so they know. I mean, and dude, look at my path. It's clear. Like, when I'm going back and listening to shit from 10 years ago, and then I had healed from the wheelchair, and then I'm professing all this bullshit people are arguing me with, then I go and die, and then come back to prove that all the bullshit I was killed for was true. So I'm gonna keep going. And yeah, not facing it's easy, but neither is sitting in your house for a month or denying it or this and that either. And you know, I do want to say this, for people who are truly working on your trauma and you have those bad days, or not, they're not even bad days, dude, they're perfect days. But when you have those days where you can't talk to anyone, do anything but sit with yourself, and then you're shaming yourself because, oh, I'm being lazy, I should be doing something. Let me tell you, you are fucking doing something. You're healing. How many humans do you know have the balls to get real and go to those dark places? What can be more important than healing? You know, everybody wants to heal the world, save the world, but you're not fucking doing balls to save yourself. Heal yourself. Physician, heal thyself first. Yeah, I realized, like, when I died, like, yeah, I was super helpful. I helped a lot of people, blah, 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 including myself. But let me tell you, I still had these trauma issues and other things I had come to face that had to be dealt with. So when I came back and people were like mad at me for not wanting to do sessions and this and that right away, I'm like, dude, let me tell you, I have to heal myself first or I am not effective to you. So what's the difference? I give it all for free anyways, so, oh, big deal, you can't pay me. Oh, but, well, you could technically. If you did find value in my work, you can feel free to hit a PayPal or whatever, but it's not necessary. Again, I do this to share that you can do this too, but I'm doing it for me. It's part of my healing journey. And we all are different. We all have different outlets, different ways of doing it. I'm extremely mercurial, right? Virgo, talk. Other people go to the boxing ring. Other people paint. Other people sing. Same thing. Except when you're on stage, so you can sing all these emotions and not get punched in the face or locked up. So I'm taking a big risk, right? Yeah, whatever. Been there, done that. What are you gonna do now? That's what I'm saying. I'm already free. What are you gonna take from me? Children, reputation, home, work, whatever. Free. Dude, I'll need to go there. This is about recovery. And I am going to go to those dark places in my videos and whatever. Got to be done. I'm not doing all of it, obviously.